flash Nether Grasp onto you.
And when was the last time we had Maokai versus Renekton? This is an intriguing one. The build here for Marin is certainly no guarantee. Could be Black Cleaver late game one, could be the Tiamat that we saw so frequently. We saw Shen with Tiamat as the answer to Maokai in the last series, and very frequently so far in LCK. So how much damage Marin elects to go for will be a fun thing to track. Then in the jungle, a lot of respect shown for the Kha'Zix. Basically, for the Elise, sorry, because Spirit hasn't been winning with the Kha'Zix, so he gives it away, he takes away the Elise. Should definitely have great pick options here, Afrika. But KT, they got some real laning power as well.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be worried about that really big spike that can come through from Pawn on this Quirky. It's definitely going to have a lot more power than Rise when we hit level 11. But now KT, their back's against the wall. They need to be able to push back against Afrika Freaks.
Kramer and Tucson were able to do that in Game 2. They held their own against Deft and Mada. They need to do that again in Game 3 because they were another asterisk in Game 1.
Yep, well, all right, let's go ahead, get on to Summoner's Rift for our third and final game of the night. KT versus Afrika. This one's for the win. Let's go.
In Game 2, they were much more on form and went very equal, so while Tucson's feigning aggression at level 2, he shouldn't push up too far.
The exhaust in on the Mada as they try to get the kill, but Tucson's going low, doesn't have the exhaust there anymore. It's not going to do enough to mitigate the damage. He flashes away, but still goes down. First blood picked up by Deft. A nice start for KT. And if they can just keep this rolling, this is going to get out of hand very quickly for Afrika Freaks. Spites it perfectly, but now TP into the bottom lane, coming through from Marin. Deft and Mada way too far forward. The silence connects. Can Marin get in there? The slice and dice comes through. That's going to be the stun. That's going to be the kill. Marin takes him out. Meanwhile, in mid, Kuro goes low, but he's got the ghost. Doesn't need to pop the flash. And now Mada gets hit by the Ash Arrow. Silence connects. Can he make it out of here? Throws down the roots. Will it be enough? No. The volley from Kramer does hit him in the end. He comes up with a kill, 2 on the board now for Afrika. Nice turnaround. And able to do. You can see though, gank maybe coming through as Pawn is waiting in the brush, has the package available, but there's 4 members at the bottom. Pawn, he goes into the back lane to try to cut them off, but he's going to find 4 members waiting for him. The Cocoon does not connect, but the Ash Arrow does. TP comes through from Smeb. No, interrupted actually in the top lane by Marin. And that's just going to be a trade 1-for-1. They lose their mid laner, get a support. KT definitely coming out on the backside of that exchange. They do get a lot of damage onto the turret, but looks like that first brick will be evading them for quite some time.
Tapping an equal amount of experience with an under-leveled enemy support. KT are making the sort of moves they weren't able to early in the game, and this is risky to score.
And then the grass being on the score. Cocoon lands perfectly. Kill comes through from Deft, but it's just not nearly enough. Now the chase coming through. Repel won't connect, and a nice Zyra ultimate thrown down by Mada will pop up too. Ash Arrow comes in, Realm Warp straight in on top of Deft, and Mada,
taking it.
Find him, and they take him out. And Pawn is there to answer with a bit of damage. Mada gets caught by the good flash forward from Pawn. Does come up with the kill, and now Smeb has TP down into the, or ram down into the bottom lane, gets on top of Kuro, comes up with 1, but Marin slicing and dicing his way to a kill onto Pawn. Helps equalize the count. That's going to be several kills picked up for Afrika, as well as the outer turret in bottom lane. Can't really clear this wave. There's going to be a very aggressive teleport coming through from Smeb. He's going to cancel it in the end. Actually gets canceled out by Marin yet again. Dashes forward and interrupts it. But did he make a mistake? Gets slowed up by the slam. Sunfire is just ticking away at him. Big twisted advance following forward. Marin had already used that ultimate. Has to flash away. Smeb can't follow with his own. And Spirit is here to answer, so won't be able to come up with that solo kill. So Marin doing a damn good job getting rid of that TP, but he loses his flash for it. And Kuro, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, gets into a bit of a scuffle, but he's able to exit with his Realm Warp.
Yeah, the defensive Realm Warp was a lot better than the last 2 offensive Realm Warps. Marin ends up trying to flash for teleport to Spirit.
Walking forward. Smeb and Mada find him. Nethergrass comes down onto the Maokai. Still very tanky, but now Deft arrives at the backside. Throws out the Chain of Corruption. They lock up Tucson, who should be going down.
Marin's here.
Yeah, Marin arrives, and Mada is going low. Has those Malefic Visions. Marin gets locked up, however, and there's just too many members of KT Rollster. They stomp him out. They get rid of Spirit. Now Kramer, Manalus on Ash, has to run back around to this tier 1 tower. KT picking up 3. Nicely fought by them. Can they transition this into a turret, though?
Yeah, super nice catch from KT. Because there wasn't much setup, Afrika didn't have exclusive vision. They're the ones that ended up getting picked with the pick comp they've drafted. Now KT would clear out wards. Not able to answer. Side of Afrika. Rise, if he walks up, can, for sure. Ash will help, but a lot of siege from these two you see on the screen. Horn Deft.
Ash arrow comes out. Deft, really nice cleanse. Almost immediately takes that one out. Spirit, oh, gets hit by the piercing arrow straight into the rocket from Pawn, and they take him out. Kuro going low, has to flash to the other side of the turret, which is going to go down. Barn coming in, but he's just going to get rooted. Might just lose the Guardian Angel right here, and he will. Slice and dice his forward once, can't get the second cast off. Can they finish him off is going to be the question. They root him right there with a twisted advance. Smed will pay for it with his life, but that could lead to yet another turret going down in favor of KT Rolster.
It'll even be 3 Achilleos. It's a very fast push available. No minion wave will slow things down, so it'll only be the inner turret, but there's no threat onto Corki and Varus in the backline. Unless Marin's getting one of those flank teleports we saw in Game 2, he will not be the one to do that. Spirit has been DPLs to fight.
Just jumping over the backside of the pit. They know exactly what's happening, though. For the Afrika Freaks. It looks like it might just be another Ocean Drake going over to KT. Marin trying to contest this one, but a bit foolishly. We'll slice and dice on the backside of the pit, but the rest of Afrika Freaks are going to try to start this up, and the TP comes through immediately from Smed, and they just have to back off. So that'll be canceled, so they get a little bit of that cooldown refunded here.
Season 6 strats right there with the Elise Malzahar Baron attempt. Not to be.
Not nearly as effective, though. As we already discussed, it looks like Deft will arrive in time to stop this minion wave from taking the tier 1 turret top lane.
Ooh, KT want to stop these recalls.
Kramer all alone. Did they jump over the wall? There we go. Big burst of damage. Cocoon connects, but the QSS comes through and Pawn finds the kill. Can they get more? Kuro getting spotted out. Now Smed coming in on the backside. Locks him down. The Realm Warp won't connect in time, and they get 2 picks, and you can be damn sure KT are going to go straight back to that Baron yet again.
A decisive call to stop the recalls. Only 1 went through. That meant the rest of the damage dealers were going to be free food. Smed can tank up this Baron for days. And well, good luck, Spirit. You're going to need it.
Needs the Miracle Steel, has the wards in the pit, can see the HB, but might be a bit of a suicide mission. Meanwhile, speaking of that, Marin comes in on the sidelines. No one else from Afrika Freaks following
no control
up.
Water. He does have vision here.
Spirit just patiently waiting this one out, but he's going to get locked down, and they pop him over the wall. Beautiful play by Mata to just get the root. And everybody turns on to him. That's going to be the Baron picked up for KT. That's going to be a 7,000 gold lead, and not going to connect from depth, but it might be enough for them to push back score. He will pop the QSS, but the turret falls all the same. And now KT looking to break the inhibitor line here at 28 minutes. Pawn has a hell of a lot of damage with that Triforce. They will be able to knock this down. How much more can they get? How much do they want to stick around for? Minions are knocking down the tier 2 in top lane. Wave's already pushed up for them.
A double Ocean Achilleos, so they're actually pretty happy to stay from here.
Yeah, this gives them so much more sieging potential, as if they didn't already have enough. See, not a big wave. Another one is coming in right behind. See if they want to just stick up for this and take out the second turret. Looks like that is going to be the game plan. Just ignore the top lane for now. They can always rotate straight up to there from here as they get ready to knock down yet another inhibitor and just bleed Afrika Freaks dry inside their base.
They're running out of Hail Marys. Maybe a Realm Warp. I think that would just be a suicide journey. The Ash Arrow has been on cooldown for the last bit, so it hasn't been an option for them.
Might fall out of that number 2 spot.
The fact that he's above Bang is kind of a minor miracle, though.
Very much is.
I guess someone has to die sometimes for SKT.
Everybody dies. Some just need a little help. One of Kramer's big 80 carries last season.
That's true. Outside chance the Lucian will come back in future patches. So people have been playing around with it. Third and final inhibitor goes down. Will we see the final fight here from Afrika?
Oh, looks like Smeb wants to say yes. Goes in on Nakora, but the Nethergrass immediately comes out. Kramer just firing away with the volleys. Will be able to pop the GA. Baron as well. One final auto attack by Mata. Able to get rid of his. Tucson eats that piercing arrow, goes low, but will be able to retreat. But Kuro cannot say the same. The Rise goes down. 3 waves of super creeps getting ready to crash into the base. One Nexus turret already down to half HP. This is looking quite done for Afrika Freaks. Need an absolute miracle to come out on top. Baron dashing forward, trying to get on top of score, gets the stun, but immediately cleansed off, and they pop him in return. And with no tanky front line, a Nexus turret down, this is going to be the game. KT Rolster coming in on top as Pawn just picks up a couple kills inside the fountain. 32 minutes on the clock. Not as clean as game one, but still pretty damn good. KT 2-1. They will continue the win streak.
Yeah, congratulations to KT Rolster. Will go 4-0 after this series, but Afrika can hold their heads high. They were not stomped out. They had a very good performance in game two. And KT will just have to go back and realize that they are fallible. They are not immortal.